Hey, welcome back to Pillow Talk. This is Kevin Fear, President, CEO of Mattress Express, a chain of luxury bedding stores. You may have heard of us. If you haven't heard of us, go to mattressexpressny.com. Visit one of my stores. All the locations are on there. We're opening our 10th location very soon. We are the premier luxury bedding retailer in central and northern New York. We have stores in all over Syracuse, Oswego, Pulaski, New Hartford, all the way up into Watertown, with more to come. More to come. Oneida, we're all over the place. I think we have the best selection in New York State. I think we have the widest selection in New York City. We're about to add some very exciting brands, but right now we sell a lot of number beds. We have personal comfort, instant comfort. There's other companies that sell number beds. I think we have the best number bed in the market. I think it's the best warranty. I love the way they build ours. We have the flex head where each head goes up and down independently in king or queen. 25-year industry leading warranty. Really, really nice. People really reversible cover, cool for summer, warm for winter. Posh and lavish, ultra luxury latex mattresses. Largest selection of flex head beds in New York State. So give us a try next time you need a bed. We also have low end, inexpensive stuff. And we have Puffy and Purple, the big online brands. Now, what's great about this, you see them online and you say, wow, I'd really like to try one of those. Well, you can't, right? But you can at Mattress Express. Come in, you can try the Puffy and Purple, and then we'll pull up their website and give you the exact same price they offer online. So you're not going to pay more, and you're going to get to support a local business and deal with local people and get to try. There's 11 different beds. 11 different beds. How the heck would you choose one of those online? You don't know. 11 different feels. And we have the new Puffy Luxe that only 75 retailers in the country have. It's not even on their website yet. There's 3 different models. We have those on our floor. So give us a try. In this segment, it's one of my favorite topics. Do more coils in a mattress make the mattress better? You know, this can be very deceiving. Years ago, when all mattresses had coils, coil is a spring, right? And the public got savvy to the idea of coil count. And they got the idea that a higher coil count meant that it was a better mattress. And sometimes it does. But you really got to know what you're looking for. You know, years and years and years ago, when I first got in this business, I used to buy mattresses and cut them open and do videos and put them online and show some of the ways that I felt like the industry was deceiving people to give them a certain feel. You know, I remember one mattress we cut open and it said it had memory foam in it, and it did. It had a piece in the center of the bed, if I recall, that was about 18 inches wide in the width of the bed, and it was, I don't remember, maybe a half an inch thick, 5/8 of an inch thick, a tiny piece of memory foam in this underneath another piece of foam. I don't think it really did anything. I think it was there so that they could say it had memory foam. These are the kind of things that go on. You know, I tell people all the time, you can go into certain stores. I don't want to mention names. I don't want to get in trouble here, but there's certain, you know, warehouse clubs or discount stores you can go into, and you can buy a name brand mattress, and it's not that expensive, but it certainly is not the same mattress you're going to get in a luxury bedding store. Don't kid yourself. You know, Mercedes-Benz makes a very lower end, small, tiny entry-level car. I don't know how much it is. I don't drive a Mercedes-Benz, but they make one, and then they make the Maybach, which is the ultra high-end where you have a driver drive. They're not the same car. It's no different in the bedding industry when you go to buy a mattress, okay? Just because it's got a name brand on it doesn't make it a great mattress, in my opinion. Okay. So, is a high coil count better? You might have heard a rumor that more coils in a mattress core, the more supported the mattress will be. Well, this can be true. Coil count is not nearly as critical as it once was. These days, the construction of coils is a much more important factor than determining the overall comfort and support of the mattress. Absolutely. How the coil is made. If you took your finger and turned it in a circle, that's a turn in a coil. How many turns are in the coil? If you looked at one of those springs, how many times is there a turn? How many? Take your finger and make a circle and go down. How many turns? What is the gauge of the wear? A typical mattress contains between 250 and 1,000 coil springs. A mattress with a lower coil count might use thicker wire or other techniques to compensate for this. As a rule of thumb, the minimum number of coils you should look for, according to this article, in a mattress is 300 for a full, 375 for a queen, and 450 for a king. How are coils made? When discussing the coils of an innerspring mattress, the word gauge, for anybody who's mechanical, they know what this means. But if you're not mechanical, gauge is the thickness of the wire used to construct the coil. Somewhat counterintuitively, the lower the number, the heavier the gauge. So the smaller the number, the thicker the gauge. A 12.5 gauge wire, very stiff, is thicker and stronger than a 16.5 gauge wire, quite springy. Then they talk about working terms, which I already talked about. Then there's different kinds of coil. There's the old Bonnell coil, been around forever. It looks like an hourglass if you were to look at it from the side. The most commonly used design comes in two varieties, Bonnell coils and offset coils, based in the 19th century buggy seat springs. That's where it started. The Bonnell coil has an hourglass shape with a knot tied at each end and is known as the original mattress coil. Very popular still. You find them in lower end mattresses. I don't typically see those in higher end mattresses. Then there's the continuous coil. Continuous coils are made from a single length of wire shaped into a series of S-shaped ringlets. The concept behind the design is that attaching each coil to its neighbors, the mattress coil will be stronger, more stable, more durable. Continuous coils will also allow for significantly more coils per mattress, making it difficult to compare coil counts. With non-continuous coil systems. Could be intentional in the industry, okay? As with connected coils, since metal touches metal in the bed, there's potential for noise and squeaking when the coils rub against each other. Then there's pocketed coils, a great spring system. Pocketed coil, also known as Marshall coils, are each individually wrapped in fabric pocket. Very, very strong. You have to cut it with like a razor blade. While the pockets might be connected together, the springs are each independent. So think of a big piece of fabric with all these pockets in it, and you drop these coils in it, okay? So all the coils operate independently from each other, and they don't rub up against each other. It's a great spring system. We sell a lot of pocket coil mattresses. They use those a lot in hybrid mattresses. Hybrids are half coil, half foam. Okay. Now, one of the games they've played in the mattress industry when they realized people were savvy to coil count was they used thinner gauge wire and put less turns in the coil. So yeah, there's a lot of coils, but they used a thinner wire, and if you took your finger and drew a circle, there were less turns. So they were able to put, more coils in there for less cost. They use micro coils. Micro coils are like the size of, they come in all different sizes, but picture one about the size of a quarter in a little fabric pocket, like a pocket coil, and it's about, half, 3/4 of an inch tall. And they sew these into this giant piece of fabric, and there's hundreds of them, and they lay them over the top, and it gives it a great feel. It gives you a huge coil count too. So there's all different ways to get around the coil count. The bottom line is, when you're buying a mattress, people say to me all the time, one of the questions I like the least is, what is the best mattress? There is no best mattress. If there was one best mattress, I would have one store with that mattress in the middle of the floor, and that would be it. There's a lot of great mattresses out there. You've got to be dealing with a reputable, honest retailer who's selling quality products. You get what you pay for. If you go on Facebook and you see people selling on the back of a pickup truck, take a close look at them. Buy quality. Buy a name that's been around. Doesn't have to be a name that you're totally familiar with, but a quality name. And the person selling it to you should be able to explain to you what's in this bed. They should be able to tell you how this bed is built, how it's constructed, with what type of materials. If they can't do that, I would be suspicious. You got to do your homework, okay? You get what you pay for. Buy a quality bed with quality materials that's comfortable for you. Again, there's no one best bed. Everybody likes different things, right? Some people like a firm innerspring mattress. Some people like a soft foam mattress. When you're out for your next mattress, consider Mattress Express. If you're in a town where we don't have stores, we're a short drive away. You can go to mattressexpressny.com. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS, or just visit one of my stores. No appointment necessary. Thanks for visiting us. This wraps up this show. We'll see you next week on Pillow